I know we've talked, Moses has talked about the qualifying times, which is something that we have actually put in, which is, we've had in the past. But now, even with the qualifying times, you're finding athletes qualifying and making sure that they make this event. So it's actually good. It's a good sign because we have coaches who are really training athletes at the top notch to have these times met. And when these times are met, what do we face? We face a flock of athletes that have made it and need to swim. Now, the more the athletes, the more the days. As simple as that. It's a good sign because that means that we have more athletes qualifying, meeting the times. Even at the team managers meeting that we had just a day ago, we discussed about reducing the qualifying times again. But guess what? We're going to reduce them. These times are going to be sent out and athletes are still going to qualify and make it even more. So it's a good sign. And this is just to accommodate more races and make sure that we actually have athletes being able to swim and having a rest interval in between and finishing the events. In zone 3, where I'm a technical chair, we've also increased the days. It used to be 3. Now, in Kenya, you're going to have 4 days. Why? Because of the same thing. Athletes are making it. The times, it's really, the 3-day has been neck to neck. Athletes don't have time. And also us as Uganda Aquatics, what do we want in the end of the day? We want athletes to be able to make their best time given the best environment, to make sure that we provide for them to have rests so that they can make these PBs and national records. These national records won't come if it's a back-to-back event. You've seen in the past where we've had back-to-back trying to finish. That's what it means. Now we're saying we can have even a break. We can have an opening ceremony. People can go and rest in the shades because it's not just about finishing. It's about the athletes producing time and giving us a better time. So that answers that. And also still in regards to do with juniors, that's where we're going to head because we're not going to go into 7 days, to be honest. We're not going to go into a world championships in Uganda Aquatics. We're not looking to that, but we will at some point reach out. We want to see how next year goes. And then we should have that kind of angle where we're going to say, now let's have juniors and then we have seniors. Now tackling the other question regarding the issue to do with medal ceremony. I mean the numbers versus, medal counts. Now, you see, but the more the champion, because it's just it's a national championships. And when you look at why we're doing it, it's to encourage us as an institution, Uganda Aquatics. We're looking at encouraging the athletes to take part. We also want the clubs to be part, okay? And we're still growing. This event is going on with around 22 clubs taking part. It's a big number. In future, we will see clubs, going even more to 50 to 30. But when you go in terms of, when you look at it on a technical perspective, it's not encouraging at all because when you do medal count, you're basically going to have some teams where they don't have any points at all. Okay? You're going to have teams where they have 0 completely. Now, they swam and they got points. They got 1,000 because they swam and came 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th. And here they are now. When you're reading out the total of the ones who actually won, you're still going to have those teams that you're mentioning as the top 4. And the rest can't be mentioned because we won't say, and the rest got 0. In the announcement, we can't say, and the rest got 0. So that's not a good way on how, when you do, there's different courses, the Olympic events, sports management course, where you're taught how to run events and encourage schools, clubs to take part. There should be some incentive as to why they come and participate. Let not send Kapiripi club come and take part and go back with 0, yet the athlete scored 1,000 points. Where can we mention 1,000 points? Because you can't say overall with medals, this is the winner. Overall with points, St. Kapiripi SS scored these points. So it's an encouraging thing. So it's done at a high level event, normally. Olympic Games, World Championships. You see even the zonal, we've just started recently because we didn't have enough capacity to be able to call that. But now, and even at the continental level, But when you're coming down here, it's only fair to still use points. So it might be challenging. You'll find still the numbers coming up, but in one way or the other, through the technical, I think we'll discuss on how we can be able to, in future, see how this can be balanced out.